This video focuses on the total price and quantity report in Rapid Home 2020. To run the report for the current estimate, click on the Reports tab, click Price Reports, and select Total Price and Quantity. This is a popular report that shows the item code, description, quantity, and unit of measure for each line item in an estimate. But pricing is shown only at the end of each phase and at the grand total. If you run this report from the Customize Standard Reports menu, you can also hide additional columns and change the formatting. For example, here we're just going to print the grand totals but not the phase totals and print narrow specs. As you can see, the phase totals are no longer there and there's only the grand total. The estimate we are using does not include overhead and profit at the end of the estimate and does not include sales tax on materials. For most estimates, separate overhead and profit are not used since these can be embedded in the markups. However, if you are preparing an insurance estimate, the system allows you to add these items separately so that they appear on the report after the estimate total price. Click on the Utilities tab and review the Markups and Overhead column on the left-hand side of the form. This is where you set the desired default markups you want to use for your estimate. In this case, the overhead and profit are set to 10% each. The tax rate is set to 5.3%. Notice the checkbox to apply profit percent to total without overhead. When this is checked, the overhead and profit totals will be the same figure. When it is unchecked, the profit total will be slightly larger because it will be applied to the overhead total. For this example, it will be checked so that the totals are the same. Note the cost and price running totals. Now let's look at how the overhead, profit, and tax are set for this estimate. Click on the Customers tab and the information for this estimate is displayed. On the right pane, notice the figures at the bottom. The overhead, profit, and tax rate are all 0. First, let's change the overhead and profit to 10% each. Click Save and return to the estimate. Notice that the cost total remains the same, but the price total is larger because it has overhead and profit added to it. Click on the Reports tab and select the report again from the Price Reports menu. Let's jump to the end, and you will see the figures for general and administrative overhead and profit as separate items, and then a final total that includes them. Note that the overhead and profit are the same because we checked the option for this on the Utilities menu. Based on requests from some of you, a new feature in Rapid Home 2020 Service Pack 5 has been added for this report only. While you may need to see overhead and profit as separate line items for insurance purposes, you may also want to embed them specifically in the total price and quantity report. Let's go back to the Customers tab and notice the new checkbox, Hide Overhead and Profit, on Total Price and Quantity Report. Check this box and click Save. Now let's run the report again. Jump to the end, and you will see that the grand total includes the overhead and profit, and they are not shown as separate line items. The face totals are also larger because they include the overhead and profit as well. Now let's go back and add the sales tax. Click on the Customers tab and type in the sales tax amount. And click Save. Rerun the report. Jump to the end and notice that the sales tax shows up as a separate line item. Sales tax is not included in the estimate running price at this time. It is shown only on the reports. You can also export the report as shown to Excel, and it reflects the same options. Thanks for watching this video. If you would like to see other videos on features in Rapid Home 2020, click the Links tab and send us your requests.